Hi, this is Reporter's Take. I'm Sakshi Batra and I have with me my colleague Priyanka Sahai, and we are here to talk about the latest developments at Flipkart, Myntra and Jabong. Thanks very much, Priyanka, for joining in. Now, we've been seeing that since the time Walmart actually acquired Flipkart, there has been a continuous rejig and restructuring. The latest development is Ananth Narayanan has exited the company. He's the CEO of Myntra and Jabong. I remember back in November, you were the first one to report that soon after the exit of Binny Bansal, Ananth Narayanan could be the next top level exit from the company, and this has finally happened. I want to ask you, what does this really mean for the brands of Myntra and Jabong, for the existing employees of both these brands, and does it also mean that there could be more exits now?
So that's right, Sakshi. So we were the first ones to actually report soon after Binny Bansal had decided to exit the company that Ananth Narayanan could also exit the company pretty much soon. That has happened. It's been 3 months now. Now, what does it mean for the other existing employees? So, you know, whenever a consolidation happens, whenever an acquisition happens, it's inevitable that a lot of senior level rejigs actually go through. Now, the key point that we need to see here is that who else will be exiting the company.
Sure.
So, yes, Mantri Tratia, who happens to be the human resource person as well as the chief revenue person.
Okay.
There are a couple of senior level exits which is supposed to be seen very soon, as early as maybe in the next 2 months. By March, these two people will also be exiting the company in all likelihood. Now, you know, what led to Ananth Narayanan's exit, the point here is, and we get to learn that from our sources, is that he was possibly trying to negotiate his exit and was trying to ensure that he gets an option of accelerated vesting of his stocks.
Sure.
He's finished off almost like 3.5 years in the company, and he owns a handsome amount of ESOPs and stocks in the company. Now, turns out that it hasn't quite happened the way perhaps he would have expected. However, at this point in time, what we know that he's exited the company, and there could be some more senior level exit happening. Coming on to the mass exit that actually the company saw 2 months, 3 months ago, we don't have any immediate clarity on what this will mean for the remaining employees of the company. But some amount of consolidation, further consolidation cannot be ruled out.
For sure, consolidation cannot be ruled out, and some more top level exits could be in the offing is what we can say at the moment. But as far as when you talk about these independent brands, Myntra, Jabong, Flipkart, will they all continue to exist right they are?
So, currently what we are hearing, of course, for the short term they will very much be there. But let me also tell you that Flipkart Group, which has 3 fashion brands, so it's Flipkart Fashion, it's Jabong as well as Myntra. So, it doesn't quite make much business sense to have 3 different business groups under the same, 3 different business brands under the same umbrella. While in the short term, none of these brands will seem to exist. However, in the longer term, we expect that one of the brands, which is Jabong, will eventually be merged. Some amount of integration has already happened with Myntra, and as a brand, perhaps that will also see to exist in the future course, of course. For the time being, the 3 brands are very much there, and the way they have sort of segregated themselves is that Myntra will focus more on the mass customers.
Correct.
Jabong and Myntra will focus on the premium customers, and Flipkart Fashion will focus on the mass customers. This is how they have tried to ensure that there's a differentiation between the 3 brands.
Sure. So we cannot rule out any more consolidation between the brands as well. Sooner or later, one of the brands can also cease to exist. But going forward, when you talk about Walmart, the strategy that they adopt, let's talk about that globally. How focused are they when it comes to fashion categories, since all these Flipkart, Myntra and Jabong are fashion brands? How is it likely to take it forward from here now?
So, I will give you a perspective as to how important fashion as a category is for the online space in India.
Yeah.
So, fashion constitutes of about 22 to 28% of the online sales that an e-commerce company actually, a horizontal e-commerce company actually makes in India, and also it's a high margin business. So, as you would imagine, it's a very important category for any horizontal player to be in, and Walmart being no exception there.
Sure.
Now, you know, Walmart has been aggressive in the fashion category category even globally, and it's in talks. It's acquiring a relatively smaller company which is in the fashion category and does large size apparels. So they are in talks and they are acquiring that company. Now coming back to India, Flipkart Group in totality with these three brands constitute of about 80 to 85% odd. They have the market share of about 80 to 85% in the fashion category. So there's no doubt that Walmart is only going to further push this aggressiveness in the market going forward.
Sure. Thanks a lot then, Priyanka, for sharing all these details with us. Well, lots of things are happening at Flipkart, Myntra and Jabong. For now, it's not a great news because one of the co-founders, Ananth Narayanan, is exiting the company. We cannot rule out more top-level exits going forward as well. But as far as the brand is concerned, Walmart is definitely focused on the fashion category, and how it will take up the future course of action will be definitely shared with you as and when we come to know about it on this platform on Moneycontrol. Thanks very much for watching us in this edition of Reporters Take and Do. Stay logged on to moneycontrol.com for more news and updates. Thanks for watching.